Going down, everybody. It's your boy, that guy, my high 20 back in for another one of them reactions. And this time we got top 10 dark crossbreeding experiments scientists shouldn't have did or whatever, or didn't want you to know about. You already know people be doing some weird things out there. You know what I'm saying? We got them ligers, you know what I'm saying? Lions and tigers. So, you know, God only knows what else we've kind of tried to crossbreed, you know, purposely. And then, you know, again, the one up above only knows what kind of animals have come together on some weird, like, love, you know, stuff and, you know, and did their thing. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, saying record the screen. This is their full screen. And let's jump in this, man. Top 10 dark crossbreeding experiments scientists didn't want you to know about or don't want you to know about. Let's go.
Has science gone too far? Over the years, scientists have
laugh,
performed some crazy and unethical experiments on animals, crossing them with other animals and injecting them with human cells.
What?
It's pretty wild. Today, let's take a look at some of these creepy
like,
and controversial...
It's one thing to, like, crossbreed some animals and things, but then to, like, try to introduce human DNA into the whole mix and whatnot. Like, what are we really trying to do now? What are we really trying to do?
Crossbreeding experiments. Starting off this countdown, we have the Baboon Human. In October of 1984, Stephanie Faye Beauclair, otherwise known as Baby Faye, was born with hypoplastic left heart syndrome, meaning the left side of her heart did not grow properly.
Oh, that's sad.
Sadly, no human heart donor could be found. So they decided to give her the heart of a baboon. In fact, she was the first infant who got a heart from an animal. And at this time, no infant had successfully received a heart transplant, even with a human heart. But it worked for Baby Faye. Sadly, she lived for less than a month before passing away.
Oh, dang. I was about to say, damn, that's crazy. I was like, I wonder what she, like, is doing now. And then it was like, oh, sad and whatnot. Like, oh, sadly, she only lived to be, you know, a month old. Like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was just sad, bro. Like, you never want to see anything bad happen to the kids and the babies and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? The babies is off limits, man. The babies is off limits. You can't be messing with the babies. You know what I'm saying? Man. All right, let's go.
The human mouse. Mice are constantly being experimented on in labs. This time, scientists in Japan tried to create a human mouse. Basically,
why?
They injected a mouse with human stem cells. They did this in an attempt to grow a human pancreas in the animal. But due to backlash, they have certain rules in place. At any point during the experiment, if the mouse is said to start developing a human-type brain, then it has to be killed and the experiments have to stop.
A human type brain. See, and that's what I was wondering too, like when they were talking about like, oh, we're injecting human DNA. Like are we trying to, you know, like speed up our you know, our extinction? Are we trying to, you know what I'm saying, make it a little bit harder for us to survive out here in these streets? You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it sounds like, bro. That's what it sounds like. I ain't even gonna lie.
Because I'm not trying to have the world ruled by weird mutant human mice.
That's Arthur.
Thank you.
Arthur, for real.
We have new mice with human brain. So I know I just finished saying...
Okay, I was about to say, didn't you just say that it was illegal to do that and you had to kill and stop the experiments if we started having animals have human brains and being able to think and operate like us? What?
The mice were killed if any human DNA was found in the brain, but in 2005, a professor at Stanford University was given permission to create a mouse-human hybrid. He did so by transplanting human brain stem cells into the brains of mice.
That is so wild.
The main goal of his experiment was to be able to study neurodegenerative diseases like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's disease. Now, the first couple of rounds did not go so well. They found less than 1% of human cells in the rodent's brain. But by 2010, they found success.
What, they had a whole brain?
And I quote, use a mouse stem cells to develop sensory hair cells, which could combat human hearing loss. They also managed to make the mice more human, as in the mice with the human brain cells were far more intelligent than the other mice. In our seventh spot, we have the human Z. Over the years, a number of scientists have run some wild tests on chimpanzees. Now, what makes these mammals of interest to them is because of how similar they are to humans. Humans and chimps share 98.8% of their DNA. Hence why scientists are trying to make a chimp-human hybrid. Ilya Ivanov...
I mean, if we share 98 8 or whatever percent DNA. Like, aren't we basically the hybrids? Like, aren't we, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, isn't there already evolution is taking place because they're still looking like monkeys and we look like us? I mean, we just look like hairless monkeys, you know what I'm saying? But you get my point. You get my point. We already, like, this already been done, player. Like, what are you talking about? We evolved. we evolved. We evolved already, goddammit.
First person
Maybe
to
not me.
attempt to breed a human chimp hybrid. Elia continued these experiments until the 1920s. During that time, the Soviet Union was also running the same experiments. In 2019, rumor has it that a team of researchers from the Salk Institute for Biological Studies in the US successfully produced the first human-monkey chimeras. So yeah, I don't really know how I feel about that. I don't know.
I mean, to me, it just sounds like that one sounds like it's just like somebody was just bored. Like what, like, anyways, let's just move on because that just sounded like that mother bored, bro.
Scientists unearthed the Kunga skeletons in northern Syria. They had no idea what they were looking at. The skeletons looked like they belonged to horses, but they dated back to 2600 BC. And domestic horses wouldn't appear in the region for another 500 years, so they were a bit confused. Then they realized that this wasn't a horse. It was a human-bred animal. In fact, this animal was a cross between a donkey and a wild ass. Apparently, back then, they were...
A donkey and a wild ass? So is the donkey the domesticated version and wild ass is the wild donkey? Is that what we call them out here in these streets? Wild ass? All right.
Really valuable and very expensive. Now, it's believed that these kungas were created for warfare because not only could they pull wagons, but it was believed that they would be tougher. The thing with donkeys is that they would get scared easily and they didn't need their donkeys running off mid-battle. But the wild asses, no one could tame them. So then they would breed them together and bam, created an animal more desirable for them. We are now at our 5th and halfway mark.
Interesting. So you got like the domesticated, you know, mentality of the donkey, and then you got like this like I'm wild and I'm free mentality of the wild ass. I see what you was trying to do there. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to get you a animal that was just as aggressive and you know, fearless as the wild ass, but as, you know, tameable and easy to handle as a donkey. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Pig hybrid. The whole crossing humans with animal thing definitely creeps me out.
Why is this with the pig? Like, what?
They aren't creating a creature that is half human and half pig. Thank gosh. At least
Good.
not yet.
Okay,
Instead,
right.
they are using the pigs to grow human organs inside of them instead of having patients wait for a donor. The first experiment was run in 2017.
That's
and
interesting.
an embryo was placed in an adult pig for 4 weeks. Then it was taken out to analyze. And the embryo survived and contained some human cells. Now they are going to figure out if pig embryos can handle enough human cells to create full human organs. However, a lot of people
what kind of weird, like, this is like some weird operation nonsense. Like, bruh, why are we trying to grow human parts in animals? Like, it's one thing, like and we got the scientific advancements to just grow, like, you know, human parts and shit in labs. You know what I'm saying? We got lab grown meat. You can't tell me we can't grow an organ or two? You know what I'm saying? What is going on in these streets out here, man? People are like, what kind of weird shit is this?
It is highly unethical.
That sounds like it's unethical.
A number of the dog breeds that you love have been severely crossbred. And when dog breeders get overcome by greed, they start to care more about money than they do about their dog's health. Take a look at this dog right here. This is a dog that suffers from short spine syndrome. You can see it has a squished body, huge jaw, and a really bad underbite. The dog was born from backyard breeding. The breeder was carelessly breeding a bunch of his dogs together. And this is the result, which is heartbreaking to see. And most of the time, these dogs are put down as no one wants to adopt them. Coming in at number 3, we have the virus chimera. In 2000...
Look, I understand that dogs are like one of the most crossbred, you know, inbred, goddamn, like, species on the planet at this point because of us humans. But man, I think like come on, man. Come on, man. Like what was that for real? Like that's not even funny. That wasn't even funny. That was just rude and disrespectful.
Virus to create a chimera virus. Basically a mouse virus with a human viral gene. Now, you're probably concerned like me because I read this and I'm like, oh, they're trying to create another outbreak or something.
Right.
But no, apparently this allows them to study viruses and how it impacts the rodent's body. But I will say that accidental outbreaks have occurred. In our second
I'm
spot,
sure
we
they
have the
have.
rabbit-human mix. In 2003, a team of scientists in Shanghai
Like these like
managed
human
to
mixes
fuse
are
human cells
crazy, bro.
with rabbit eggs. In the United States, scientists have been trying to do the same thing, but their attempts were always unsuccessful. Move over, American scientists.
What are you trying to do?
Beat you to it. Now, this experiment was done to see if it can be used to grow cells or tissues for transplant patients. However, this experiment also had strict rules, and once the rabbit had human cells in its brain, it had to be destroyed. So they only let the human rabbit develop for a couple of days before they killed it and harvested it for stem cells. And in our number one spot,
Bro, like why do like this? I feel like man, this is why animal testing is so like shunned and just unethical. Like I get it, there's situations where you don't want to test on humans, but god damn it, I'm just saying, I'm sure there's a few willing participants out there. Throw them a couple dollars, give them a hit or two. They will sign up for anything. I'm sure there is, bro. I'm sure there's somebody that you could just, who will sign waivers, fully coherent, and I'm just saying.
then we have the
We got it. I'm just saying.
demon
What
sheep.
the hell?
Now, this is gonna keep you up at night for
Demon
sure.
sheep.
In 2017, villagers in South Africa were horrified when a sheep gave birth to something that didn't look like a lamb.
Somebody was out there
Looked
screwing
eerily
sheep.
human-like.
'Cause somebody
As a
was
result,
out there
people in the
having
village
sex
were
with
freaking
sheep.
out, saying that whatever was born was done by the works of the devil.
No.
In fact, rumor has it that
Somebody
this
somebody was being disgusting and was out there, violating that sheep. Okay? That's what that was. Somebody violated the sheep.
from someone injecting the sheep with human sperm. Now, the lamb was stillborn, so it wasn't born alive. But still, how creepy is that? And then
It's not creepy because there's weird people. You ever heard of bestiality? That's what that was. That was the outcome of bestiality. Y'all are some sick fucks out there doing that bestiality shit. Y'all need to, you know what I'm saying? Y'all need to be put down just like the sheep did.
people in the village
Just saying.
were convinced that beast and or witchcraft were behind this
See?
picture.
Said it.
All right,
I
that's
knew
all
it.
for today's video. Let me know in the comments below which one of these animals, creature type things you find the creepiest.
Yeah, that shit was creepy as shit. Anyways, man, y'all let me know which one was the weirdest animal human experiment. I was expecting some ligers, like crossbreeding animals together. But they were like, nah, we're gonna show you all the weird times that we as humans have tried to breed and crossbreed with animals as humans. Like, it's wrong. It was just wrong. Anyways, man, I'll catch you on the next one. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about that in the comments below and we'll talk about it. All right, peace.